We all know the Raptors are trying to move on from Bruce Brown through a trade, but the recent reports suggest that they're looking to make this trade sooner rather than later. So if they're going to make the trade in the offseason, what should be the big priority to get in the returns? Going to be players, picks, something else? Let's break it down in today's video. And obviously when it comes to the Bruce Brown trade, what the Raptors are going to be looking for is the best offer. They're not looking out for a specific thing. They're looking for the best offer that comes their way. Yes, for starters, we understand that 100%. But if they had the right to choose, if they could go in a certain direction, if they could target teams where they think they could get something specific, what exactly are they going to be looking for? That's what we are going to try and figure out over the course of today's video right here on Amateur Hour Sports 2, the YouTube channel for additional Toronto Raptors content in the Amateur Hour Production Network. My main channel, Amateur Hour Sports, is over 17,000 subs. I do Raptors content over there, but right here, we do additional stuff. Just some smaller news pieces, some reaction pieces as well to stuff from the main channel, almost like a post-mortem series where, we can see the reaction to videos I did on the main channel, react to them over here. So if you enjoy what you see, you want to see more videos like it, drop a like, subscribe to the channel. And exactly what I did is I tried to get the reaction from my Bruce Brown video. I made a video discussing possible Bruce Brown trade destinations, one of which was the Los Angeles Lakers, which was the lead off for this one. But I did present 5 possible trades that the Raptors could make involving Bruce Brown. Went through whatever of them. You have the Lakers one here where, it's a medley of players just for salary matching from the Lakers. I talked about this one for the Knicks where you get salary filler plus a pick. This one with the Magic where it's just picks because they have cap space. Another one with the Magic. Sorry, this was Sixers because it was just picks and they have cap space. The same could be said for the Magic, although they could add Jonathan Isaac for salary filler. Or you could do something like this where you get the salary filler, Lonzo Ball, and maybe even 2 picks. One from the Bulls in 2027 and a second-round pick as well. So, went through a bunch of Bruce Brown trades. Even did a full video discussing a Warriors trade with Bruce Brown where the Raptors can take back Andrew Wiggins and went at length and made a full video on this specific trade here. But what I tried to do was go through a number of different ways in which the Raptors can make this trade happen. So, it could be, like I said, are the Raptors just getting picks? Is it going to be salary filler plus picks? Is it going to be them targeting a specific player? What would be the best method for the Raptors to get the maximum value out of Bruce Brown? And I asked what you guys think would be the best way for the Raptors to get that sort of value. And 65% of voters say that picks should be prioritized over players. The 1.7 thousand people that did vote in this specific poll. But honestly, I was a little bit surprised how high players was at 35%. The reality for the Bruce Brown trade is, there's been conversations that apparently his value has dropped. The Raptors messed up not trading him at the trade deadline. But what the situation was at the 2024 NBA trade deadline was there were a number of teams interested in Bruce Brown, but the Raptors wanted future first. They did not want first-round picks for 2024. They were looking for salary filler, plus a first, but they wanted future picks. All teams were willing to offer at the time was 2024 picks, and as we've become more increasingly aware of, it's not a very strong draft class for 2024. So the Raptors decided, hey, we've got flexibility here. We've got the team option on his contract worth $23 million that we can take, and teams are still going to be interested in giving us salary filler plus giving us a pick. People were kind of worried about that decision after he played not so great for the Raptors in his 34 games, where he averaged 48% shooting from the field, 32% shooting from 3, 9.6 points. It's just he'd been better. He's had a higher impact in the past. Brought a lot of that to Denver in his one season there where obviously he became an NBA champion, which is where he became a really coveted piece. Some people, like the ones who follow amateur sports, have known for years about how talented Bruce Brown is, but that really put him on the map. Obviously got him that fat fucking contract with the Indiana Pacers. He got a big contract with the Pacers. My word, it was surprising. And I think what's more shocking about this contract is the fact that we're actually going to take the team option here, and it makes sense. Like, when Bruce Brown signed this contract here, he got about $21 million, and it's actually $22 million in his first season. And then a team option worth $23 million. So like, great, it's a 1-year contract. It's going to expire this year because nobody's going to take that team option. Well, now not only is somebody going to take that team option, it's my team. It's a team that I cover who's going to be taking that team option to try and make a trade. So, contract doesn't seem to have a hindrance on his value. In fact, some people might like it because it expires at the end of the season. It opens up cap space. That's not a problem. And his play, look, he says he was injured near the end of the season. Who knows whether he's lying or not? That was just his claim, but we didn't see the best of Bruce Brown. He maybe wasn't in the best situation. He's definitely a ceiling raiser, but not a floor raiser. And the Raptors, judging by their record, 25 wins this season, were very near the floor. So perhaps a healthier Bruce Brown, perhaps one in a better environment overall, is going to thrive. And NBA teams do know that, hence why there is still a ton of teams showing interest in the player. So for the Raptors, what is it going to take? What are they going to prioritize? Well, they're definitely not really going to be actively shopping for specific players here. They're trying to offload and find the best value return for the player. What does the best value return for the player look like? Well, it's likely going to be one of those more boring options where they get salary filler, be it a Bojan Bogdanovic, be it a Lonzo Ball, be it potentially a Jonathan Isaac, and a first-round pick. And if the Raptors can snag a first-round pick from this whole ordeal for Bruce Brown, and salary filler, potentially that salary filler can help them for a season, then I think that would be a win here. I don't think they need to be aggressive in pursuing anything else in this situation. Just keep yourself more flexible for next season. Get a salary dump player, like I said, Bojan Bogdanovic on a one-year contract that expires in a season, opens up, allows you to spend that money on, Scotty Barnes' extension. And on top of getting an expiring contract, getting a pick, well, now you have the 2025 pick, which you can use to your advantage in a year's time. And on top of that, when you look back on the deal that the Raptors got out of Pascal Siakam, slightly underwhelming at the time, but the Raptors got 2 first-round picks, not great ones, and a 3 first-round picks, it was. They got the 19th overall pick for this year. They got what ended up being the 29th overall pick for this year, which they ended up flipping for Abaji and Olynyk, and they got a 2026 first-round pick, plus Bruce Brown, Jordan Nwora, Kira Lewis. So they have the 19th overall pick, a 2026 first-round pick, and if they trade Bruce Brown, that's a 3rd first-round pick on top of Kelly Olynyk, who's extended, and Ochai Agbaji, who they can keep around for the future. That's a pretty damn good return considering Siakam was on an expiring contract and everybody and their mom knew the Raptors were shopping him rather aggressively towards a deadline, especially after they had already traded OG Anunoby. So I think that this whole situation is going to work out quite well. I thought it would be a little bit difficult to trade Bruce Brown, but it's becoming more apparent that, hey, teams are interested in Bruce Brown. Teams are interested in bringing in because they know the talent. They're not scared by what they saw towards the end of the season. They're not scared by the contract. They like Bruce Brown. So what the Raptors should really be prioritizing for this one, what are they really looking to get? It's a pick. It's a future pick. It's not for 2024, it's for 2025. That's been clear since the February or March, whichever one it was, trade deadline. And I think it should still be clear at this point here. Kind of difficult to manufacture a trade that involved bringing back players like the one I had with Rui Hachimura or Andrew Wiggins, nor may those make sense for both teams. But the ones that make sense, hey, you want Bruce Brown, give us a first-round pick, give us a salary dump that's going to expire at the end of the season. And I think both teams walk away extremely happy with the situation. And the Raptors look back in that Pascal Siakam trade even more fondly with the return that's becoming less underwhelming, honestly, as time goes on. But what would be your priority for the Bruce Brown trade? Players, picks, give me your thoughts and opinions and comments down below, because that is it for me today on the channel. Check out my main channel, Amateur Sports, for more Raptors content with higher quality production value. This is my stream reactions channel. It's the best clips and highlights from the streams that occur on this channel. Subscribe to the channel you're currently watching on, Amateur Sports 2, and here's another video you may enjoy that you can click on right now. We'll see you next time for another video here on Amateur Sports 2.